Hi, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are a return viewer. Thank you for being here with me. I am so glad that all of you are here. And yeah, here we are. So this week is another energy check. So the way my readings work is on Mondays, I release energy checks over the week. If you want, totally come back to these videos at the end of the week and tell me how your week went. And then on Wednesdays and Fridays, I post two other videos that I'm going to see if I could try to relate them to whatever the general energy of the collective is at the beginning of the week and see how that goes for y'all. Yeah, I have 6 piles here today. You can jump right to the reading if you want. I am going to do a little bit of segment prior here with the general energies that are at the bottom of my the deck. So I normally do a lot of pre-shuffling, but I thought it would be cool to kind of reference the backs of the decks really quickly to tell you guys just general energies of what the overall collective needs to hear. So first off, we're going to start with what's at the back of my tarot deck, so which is the Seven of Autumn. So the Seven of Autumn is all about patience. So this next little period of time, Spirit really wants the general collective to talk about patience and making some time to be planning steps next into your life, as well as just remember that nothing's going to come extremely fast. Just take those moments to yourself. With on another deck, I had the Star Mother, which just reminds me of nurturingness, as well as the three of the Empress. Sorry, the three of the major arcana is what I was going to say. But some of you, a mother figure may be very present during this time, this next little while, as well as if anything, there's also a need to really nurture yourself and really get back to your inner calm within. We also seem to have here ask others for help. So there may be a need to really ask others for help during this time because there may be some periods of overwhelmingness that you have to deal with. On another deck here, we have Overweight Your Intuition, which is heavy Pisces energy, which is just trusting yourself and your intuition and that everything does happen for a reason, which relates back to that patience card, right? And then at the bottom of my romance deck, we seem to have new love here. So there may be some, for some of you in the collective, periods of new love entering your life soon. But let's see with more specifics what's going on when we actually get into the physical reading. So here we are. I'm going to move into pile number 1 and see what is happening in pile number 1's energy. I'm just going to move all of this out the way. And we're going to head right into pile number 1. So pile number 1, welcome to your reading. And let's get into what's going on here. So we're going to start with this card, which, we have the Five of Autumn, which is about asking others for help. So you may be having a career change of some sort, or even just facing some financial difficulties, or at least difficulties within the workplace, and you may need to be asking others for help during this time. We have very soon, so this is going to be this upcoming energy, obviously. So just expect for this to be coming soon. We have Make the Effort in reverse, which just makes it feel like there may be some lack of effort here, as well as you may not be feeling fully accomplished in your tasks right now, which is causing this conflict, as well as you may not be feeling very forthcoming. We have here the Ten of Lotuses in reverse, which in this case indicates just maybe not feeling fully emotionally satisfied with where you are right now in terms of your career. So you may be wanting to make a career change this week, or maybe that decision has been in your head for quite some time. You're deciding soon to really do something about it as well. We have the Eight of Trees in reverse as well, which just brings up this feeling of your accomplishments may not be where you want them to be. With the Eight of Coins, it's always a hard working card, but in reverse, it's you're hard working, but you don't really see it paying off in the way you want to. So there's definitely just some internal conflict in regards to your career and where you are right now. You have the Nine of Embers here as well, which does talk about just juggling a lot. So you may actually be coming into a period of feeling very overwhelmed and stressed with work, and because you're working so much, you're not really feeling the full glory of where things are. So let's see, you are light though, and you have your past supports your future. So you are going to get out of this. You are going to bring into a lot of light. There is a need for you to have a lot more fun as well. We have a No here. So you may need to say no to people. And there's also no worries. So you don't actually have to worry about the situation too hard. And just allow for things to come in the times they need to. We have play. So there's a big need for you to also just enjoy yourself and have fun. You may need to go out there. Even with the 5 of autumn, there's a sense of conflict as well. So you may be seeing conflict at work. And instead of bringing it home with you, go home, say no to that, and stop worrying about it. Like when you leave work, it's done. And like let go of those burdens and just kind of have fun with more with your life. And maybe even get out more and hang out with friends. So let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. I'm going to pull some cards from my tarot deck here. And let's see any additional things. Let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's go get some additional messages about what's going on in their energy over the next week here. And let's start with what's the main energy for the week. What's the main energy for the week? Okay, so we have the 2 of Pentacles, which does talk about juggling. Like I said, there may be a sense of you're carrying a lot of responsibilities right now. You may be very focused on like your finances and and like your dreams and your future, and you're really chasing and pushing after that. But because you're pushing so much, you're not really you don't see it being as flourishing that you thought it would be, because like you're just juggling so much and you're not really truly appreciating how far you've come yet. So let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's get some advice for over this week here. So you have the 4 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like Spirit really just doesn't want you to, because you're juggling so much, don't give too much of your energy away to things that don't really serve you, especially since you are going to get into that conflict here. Don't like entertain it too much. Don't let it affect your mood or how you're feeling. Let's see, anything else about, what about this conflict? Anything else about this conflict, Spirit? Anything else about this conflict? So the 7 of Pentacles, this person may be stuck up, that you get into conflict with. Yeah, this Page of Cups, the 7. Oh, another 5 of Pentacles too, right? So reaching out for help. So you may have like someone you're talking to that you end up reaching out for help for, but they don't really help you out in the way you want to. This person may be very like uptight, really, or even just too altruistic, too out in their head. And even with the 5s, you guys may end up in like some form of conflict with each other because you're trying to reach out for help and they are like kind of narcissist. And you're like, oh my god. Let's see, anything else? Another 5 of Cups. Yeah, so lots about a conflict here. This could be like an emotional conflict, which just releases the change. But most of it has to do probably with this workplace and this career changes and these just different environments you're getting yourself into, especially if you've been doing a lot more work recently. I feel like you need to get out and hang out with friends more and just like let go of any of the burdens, especially if it's a workplace burden. Like walk away from it when it's time, right? So let's see what astrology influences are happening over the next week for you, pile number 1. Okay, ancestors, angels, and my guides, please guide me in this message here today. What are the influences for pile number 1? What are the influences for pile number 1? What are the influences for pile number 1? So we have mutable signs. So you may be a mutable sign: Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces. I was feeling Pisces energy earlier. There is a sense of being easygoing with these cards. There's also a sense of being humanitarian and being a very good person at the end of the day, but you may be just a mutable sign. Let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's get it. Anything else? Oh, okay, so we have a sign. We have Scorpio energy, so some of you may be Scorpios, but there's a sense that, like, with this, there's a sense of, like, rebirth and death and just change. So you may, from this, like, into conflicts and just juggling so much, you're really going to learn some lessons and just kind of release any like thing you realize. I feel like you're learning a big lesson in regards to yourself when it comes to how you handle situations, and you're really going to learn how to move forward in your life without like causing any more disruptions. As well as when you start to have a little bit more hectic periods, I feel like you're going to realize like, oh, because I know that when this happened last time, this is now my system in place. With that Virgo energy there, yeah, there's a sense of like imbalances in your life, but you're like gonna learn to help yourself to stand up with the Eris energy there. There's like this sense of like you're learning to stand up for yourself. Oh yeah, for some of you, you may end up actually going out this week, hanging out with friends. You're gonna get into some form of conflict with somebody while you're out with friends, and you're gonna have to learn to stand up for yourself. This person may even just come at you like, this is what's up. I want to hang out with you, boo. And then they say something stupid, and you're like, okay. why you gotta be like that, right? And then you call them out, and then that causes conflict, right? So we also have blood moon here, which is about your dreams, manifesting desires and opportunities. And I feel like because you're juggling so much, you're gonna like be seeing all these opportunities, and you're just wanting to go after everything, but you need to slow down. Don't always rush into everything. If things don't if things don't feel quite right in your relationships, but you can't quite put a finger on it, this is the aspect to look for. With that's quite okay, yeah. So there may, especially if you're not seeing things, if things don't really feel right now. I see 444 on my clock, right? So there's, if things are not feeling really right in your structures, or you might be seeing 444 a lot as well. This with that sense of the sequential influence, you may not really feel like certain of where you're going. Like right now, this period of time is definitely like one like where you're learning lessons. You may not maybe making firm decisions during this time, but you are definitely just kind of moving forward bit by bit, and you are setting up goals and you're trying to figure out more over this week. And don't worry too much, just have more fun with friends. You are going to have conflict though with somebody. So we have a neglecting your feelings here. Oh my god. Let's see if I can grab some. I think I'm going to make more of these mini cards because like, I think they're nice. But let's see. Let's see what's up. A special connection, a new romance in the air. So yeah, I feel like this may be a romantic partner coming in, like someone who wants to romance you. I think for that person, let's say you're the people I was saying, like you go out with friends, someone tries to hit you up, you get into conflict, and maybe like that may be a romantic person who wants to romance with you first. There's a sense of financial loss here for some of you that you're kind of maybe dealing with, and you are going to start to move into some form of change. Yeah, you may feel overwhelmed by the challenges you are facing soon. Like I said, you're juggling a lot of burdens right now, feeling weighed down by too many responsibilities. Yeah, so the next little while, you are going to be really busy with just working hard, working forward. And yeah, definitely ask for help if you need it. Like with all that Five of Pentacles energy too, that does indicate asking for help. So don't be afraid to ask people to assist you in their journey, especially if you find things a little bit more difficult like right now than they were in the past. Because you're juggling so much, you may also have children or even just a lifestyle that you have to deal with. And just honestly, like keep asking for help when you need it, especially when you get overwhelmed. So let's see, any additional influences here, Spirit, for pile number 1? Let's get some additional Spirit messages for pile number 1. So we have be social. Friends can bring much joy. Like I said, go out, have fun with friends. But then you also may get into this conflict when you're out with friends because I feel like you're just gonna stand up for somebody, and this person's gonna like behave some type of way, and you're gonna stand up for them. So honestly, good for you. Like there's a sense of support here. There is gossip happening around you though, whether that be like your friend group or just people around you. So be mindful of the actions that are happening. Be aware. You have 8th house influence. Another card about goals. So lots about your goals this week. You may be trying to like move really fast in terms of your goals and your careers, and you're like making all these lists that you have to accomplish, but that can also get overwhelming. Also remember to schedule time to have fun and go be social and have a good time with people, especially over the next while. I feel like your next year at least you're going to be like really busy, especially if you're very career driven. Like your career is going to pop off, and because it's going to pop off, you're going to have lots of responsibilities to handle, and you have to be able to know when to ask for support, to ask for help, and to make sure people and know how to juggle yourself in a way that you're not always exhausting yourself. You have something about May may be important here for you as well. You may receive an offer in regards to your career in May because of how much work you've been doing. March here as well is coming up, so that also maybe happen in March, or at least because I'm posting this in March, so like maybe this month you're being overwhelmed. You're going to be very overwhelmed until at least March, or you may have with the M's, you may have like M's in your name even. But let's see, anything else here, Spirit? You have Pisces energy again, so vagueness may lead to illusions and misconceptions. Our subconscious presents itself through dreams. So yeah, you are going to have a new beginnings on the horizon. It's not here completely yet. Like I said, you're probably going to receive these offers soon, and you're going to end up juggling a lot later. But right now, you are being asked to just go have fun and have a little bit more time to relax. And remember to enjoy this downtime now, because when things start picking up, it's not going to be as simple and easy as this is now. Okay, let's grab some charms, and then we're also going to grab mini messages. But let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Additional messages about what is happening over this next week. So we have Sagittarius energy in the board. So we did have Sagittarius come up earlier. There is definitely a movement and change coming into your life because you're going to be cutting off some things happening. There's a sense of you, oh, even with the ballerina here, or at least this outfit, I always think of getting up, getting dressed, going out, having fun. You are going to have a little bit of a, like, just period of like having fun. There's also a sense of religion and belief here that you are maybe very strongly influenced by over the next little week. And you are unlocking your dreams and your passions and your creativity to move forward. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Additional messages for pile number 1. So we have luck. So luck is on your side. So just keep doing what you're doing. Especially when it comes to your like materialistic life. Something about dyed hair here. You may repulsive. What's that repulsive about? Business. Friend. So one of your friends may be low-key snake, just to let you know. They probably won't communicate that towards you though, because you may be like trying to build a business and they're not really supportive of you. So like I said, there's a sense of cutting off things that no longer really help you. Let's see, anything else. People support you. We business owners out here. You may have an idea, like a really smart new business idea, and like you're not really sure how people are around you in regards to it. But if you have an idea, go for it. Okay. Let's see. We have status. So your status may be very important here as well. What about your status? Support. So people do want to support you in what you're going for, and especially if you do have a new business idea or like you started a new business and like you really are starting to go for that, people do support you. There's someone who wants to ask for forgiveness from you as well, that may be coming back from your past. This person may have tattoos. Something about finances may have been affected in the connection as well for a few of you. So you have tattoo, finances, and then one more here. What else? So this person may have been a karmic person in your past, and that made adjustments in their life, because they may have been immature in their past. Okay. I think that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I really think so. Tell me what's up in regards to this. What's going on here? Yeah, totally tell me what's going on with this person too, because like I'm a little curious. Let's say if this may be a back little old person that you knew that was pulling some BS, you know. And your business idea, let me know. And if you have like let's say you're running a social media account for it, drop it in the comments. I'm gonna check it out and like let me know. Because I totally let me know. And I think that'd be so cool. I want to know what you guys are doing. I think your boss, BITCH, especially out of all my piles. Okay, yeah, I think that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you for checking out my reading. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. Totally get back to me at the end of the week and tell me what has happened in your week. And like, if you went out and you're one of those people that ended up standing up for you or you're one of your friends because of some other people's BS, tell me how you did that, and good for you. As well as, yeah, drop the idea of your business, and I'll totally look into it. And I want to see what you're doing. I'm curious. I'm a curious mother. Okay, but yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Totally like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's up in the comments, and hit me up on any of my other social media platforms. I will leave all the links in the description box. But that's all I have for you, pile number 1. And thank you for sitting through this reading with me. But let's move on to you, pile number 2. Hi, pile number 2. How are you been? How you doing? How's your week been so far? But let's see how your week's gonna go. And let's see what's happening in your energy over the next little while. First card is the 3 of Summer. You are going to receive some good news this week. Some really strong good news. There's also a sense of celebration here. You may be hanging out with friends this week and having some really good news presented towards you. And there's also like just a sense of just being surrounded by like happiness. Some of you may be actually going to a really big social event this week as well. But let's see. Soulmate in reverse. So you may be in a separation with a soulmate, but we'll see a little bit more about it. Release your ex. So yeah, like if you're getting out of a relationship with someone else, honestly, like release them for now, because right now there is a lot of disharmony there. There's no point of holding on to them, and just kind of have you are going to receive good news in regards to something else. You have the 2 of Trees in reverse. which talks about imbalances. So there's definitely was an imbalance within this connection because of maybe juggling too many things at once, too many responsibilities, or even just firmly like not being able to see eye to eye. You have the seven of birds here, which is that seven of swords. So there, which does talk about deceit. So this person may have deceived you a lot, not been very truthful and honest with you. And honestly, that's on them. But you are destined to go down probably a different path than this person. And honestly, this may have been just a karmic relationship at the end of the day, or even soulmates are people who just teach you really big lessons in regards to yourself. So you are meant to learn like a really big lesson from releasing this person and moving forward in your life. Move beyond intention to believe. Start to really believe in yourself. I love that's the fire cartoon. I'm feeling really strong like passion from it. A lot's about like determination and movement forward here. So you are definitely going to receive good news that's going to really spark innovation within yourself, and you're going to start to go towards what you really want in the end of the day, and you are going to just really open up your like personality, yourself. With this here too, there's a sense of freedom from it for some sense. So you may be, from releasing this person, really entering this path of freedom within yourself this week, and just really getting back to your intention about what you want to do next. You're being asked to remain positive during this time as well, and just kind of keep doing things. It's up to you how you really want to proceed. I would definitely just move on from this person, and like what happened with them wasn't meant to really push you back. It's actually meant for you to learn and meant for you to really grow into this really big inspirational person for yourself and just really get out there again. So let's talk about this good news. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, what's the good news coming towards this pile this week? We're grabbing some tarot. What's the good news? What's the good news? So we have the Hanged Man in reverse. So no, it's the Hanged Man in upright. I forgot that. Which is good. That's even better. So there's a sense of gift I look attracted to this guy here, which just feels like he's giving to another. But there's also a sense with that, this good news is really going to put things into a different perspective for you. So you may be hearing some really shocking news that really causes you to do some internal reflection and really start to move forward about what you really want to do. So let's see, anything else here about this good news? This good news is really going to be probably a secret that gets revealed to you. That's going to bring actually a lot of like stability within yourself. It's also going to bring judgment to the things around you. So this is going to be this is all major arcana energy as well, which honestly just shows that this is a really big pivotal moment for you, because you dealing with the hardships of this person, you're going to like really start to internalize yourself, hear really some news that's really just going to change the way you look at things and just really bring yourself into this period of abundance, because you're really going to start to move towards what you really want, and you're going to start to really have this sense of intention behind your actions, and you're really just going to like embrace yourself this week. And that's what you have. It's up to you as well, because you're really just going to start to be like, nah, like at the end of the day, I'm the only person holding myself back, and that's what it's down to. And I feel like that energy strongly for you here. Like you're going to really get into this boss energy and be like, you know what, screw whatever is holding me back, because at the end of the day, I am my own person, and what I decide to do is how I decide to do it, right? So let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's get some astrology influences about what's happening with the pile number 2 this week. So first card to come out is the waning gibbous moon, which is about releasing. Okay, let's read this, okay? This is still a time of release, but now that the new moon's energy is a little less intense, you're able to look at things from a more practical and less emotional standpoint. People born in this phase are typically wise and tend to be natural teachers. So like a sense of this, you're learning from this to really embrace your emotions and start to release things that no longer serve you. So let's see, another influence. What other influences are happening over the next week, Spirit? So we have planetary nodes. So you are definitely heading towards your destiny. The nodes are all about karma. So let's see if I can find something that's cool on this. Okay, the location of the south node represents our past life's karma and the things we need to let go of so we can evolve. The location of the north node shows our purpose and destiny in this lifetime. So like I said, there's a sense of you heading towards like your intention, what your destiny is, and you're definitely just releasing the thing that no longer serves you. And I feel like from releasing this person, like I said, you're gonna really just start to embrace your nurturing side, your own opportunities. Oh my god, you have solar eclipse energy. Oh my. Okay, let's read this one. Okay, okay, blah 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 blah. Where's the best part to read it? Because Well, I don't really like how the words this, but the ending really goes, this event is perfect for manifesting your dreams and embracing new opportunities. So yeah, you're gonna find your intention, you're gonna go up, start to really point, you're gonna be starting to point in the direction you want to go. So it's not a sense, you might be starting those first moves of planning here and starting to really start to manifest during this time as well. There's a sense of self-discovery here with the blue moon from these decisions and the things that are happening around you in your life. Let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. What's happening for pile number 2? Extra messages for pile number 2 this week. Learning. So you definitely learned a lesson. Something about September may be important here. With learning, you have belief is shown through sharing knowledge. So like I said, you're definitely going to learn some news that's going to really awaken you to what's happening. And you're probably, this probably has to do with a negative codependency of some sort. So there's maybe just some toxic traits really revealed to you. You're like, yes, I'm over this shit. Sorry, I'm over it. Something about August may be important here. Negative patterns, yeah. So this person may, like, you may be hearing news of, like, what's going on with this person. You're like, oh my god, screw that, right? Like, you finally start to, like, reawaken, realize, and realign. Then you're gonna put an ending to this because you're like, I'm over probably feeling this way because this person was just not it. And you're going to take some time to recuperate. You may not start dating right away from this person because you're shifting your focus back to yourself and your own self-love. And you may start to do stuff online to really get out there, show your public image with that 10th house influence. So you may be like, okay, I'm going to go have fun and I'm going to like become a social media influencer or something like that. Renegotiate the terms of a new idea. So yeah, you're gonna get sparked by a new idea, and it's really gonna shake the way you want to do things and how you perceive things to go forward in your future. You have flirtatious. You may start going out there to. You may be a little flirty a little bit, but I don't really see like you trying to strive for like solid commitment right away. Because you're gonna be very persistent in regards to this new innovative idea that you're doing. Seek out the truth. So the truth is going to be revealed to you, even with that moon energy. This person may have just been afraid of loss, and they may have had some codependency issues, right? This person may be also going through a period of misfortune, be in regards to you. I don't think that's your energy, and maybe I feel like that's the other. And because of some unexpected events, they may be like popping up in your energy hot for a second. But lead with your heart and not with your head. Yeah, this person was just very impulsive, to be honest. And they didn't really satisfy you emotionally and externally. In reality, even if like they made you happy every once in a while, it's like, this just didn't fully satisfy you because they were very uncertain of their future with you. And like there may have been a form of distraction here as well. But yes, I think that's what I got here for you. Okay. We're going to pull some charms. I'm just going to, like, low-key kind of put these back in here and randomly put them in places. That's what I've been doing. Okay. Let's go. So, we are going to grab some charms from the chart board, and we're going to get some additional messages about what's happening over the next week for you. And, yes, I think then we'll end it there. So, let's go. Okay. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Additional messages of what is happening this week for this pile. Alrighty. Yeah, so definitely something was hidden towards you that's going to get revealed now. There's a sense of travel here. There may have been loss of stagnation here. That could be like in regards to your dreams and things you really originally wanted to pursue that were stagnant for quite some time. But you are being like guided to go towards those paths. That's why you're going through what you are doing right now. There is a sense of like with this bird here, I always think paradise and kind of just being a little bit more in your fantasies and your dreams. And like you are going to start to go more into that path. So let's get some more additional messages here. So we have third party. The person in your past may have put you in a third party situation, which really made you doubt yourself. Or even like what gets revealed is that they're like, this third party situation, and you're like, okay, I'm over it, I'm done. Something about B may be important here. There's a sense of confidence that you are going to end up stepping into. You have a coward. This person was just a coward, to be honest. And they actually feel very guilty for how they made you feel. So honestly, sucks to suck. That's all I know. The sucks to suck. That they have their own issues. They may also have struggled with the material, like the materialistic side of things. They may have been just a little like, greedy. I think is the best word here. Something about 6 may be important here. Generous. You may have been very generous towards this person, and you may have felt kind of used, honestly. We have a 12 here, so 6 and 12. Disobedient. Let's see, anything else. Intervention. There was definitely an intervention here happening with regards to you. I feel like because of all of this, you can going out with your friends, figuring this out. You're really gonna start to go through the changes you need to, especially over the next few days. You're very gonna level up your attraction level too. So honestly, keep doing what you're doing and manifest those dreams. Manifest those dreams. Especially if they have to do with creativity and something super creative. It has to do something with media. You also have the 10th house influence, so definitely, like, if you're doing something with media, and, like, being out in the public eye, keep manifesting it, okay? Keep going for that yeah, you know what I mean? And, yeah, I hope this reading did help you out, pile number 1. Pile number 2. You may have also been drawn to pile number 1. But that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading did help you out. Release this ex. They are not good for you. And honestly, you are about to go on this huge path right now for you that's going to really bring you emotional security, abundance, and just making you get like a level up and just start to focus on what you really want. And you are going to probably receive public recognition for what you're doing, especially if you're manifesting it and it's something creative. Keep going for it. Keep manifesting. Keep doing it. It is working. You are getting more energetically in alignment with the path you are meant to. So let's move on and let's get to pile number 3. Pile number 2. Thank you for sitting here with me. Let me thank you. Thank you for being here with me and sitting through this reading with me. If it helped you out, totally like, comment, subscribe. And at the end of the week, if you can, like, totally come back and tell me how your week went. And yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you for sitting through this reading with me. And definitely check me out on any of my other social media platforms. I will leave that in my description. But let's move on. Okay, pile number 3. Now it is your turn, and we can see what's going on in your energy. Let's see what you're attracting over the next month. So your pile actually ended up with 2 tarot cards, but let's see what that means. So you have the Emperor here, which is about a compassionate leader. Let's see what else. And we have Awakening, the chain with this Hanged Man energy. Okay. Let's talk about it. So the Emperor always indicates someone who's strong. It also can indicate Aries energy, but also just talks about being compassionate and very firm in your decisions. And with that in mind, I can also talk about a higher figure in your life too. So this could be a father figure or someone who just holds like a really strong structure in place. And there may have been a change in regards to that, whether that be like something with this person or you are this person and you're finding yourself having a change right now. And there's, even with the Awakening card, there's a sense of a pause before action here, which is interesting because the Emperor also talks about action. So there's like action, but there's a pause towards it. So it's like you're building yourself up to get to where you need to, but you're not there yet. On a side note, math-wise, 3 times 4 is 12. So these are all like, all these numbers reduced down kind of to the same. No, okay, sorry. That's not the right word to use there. But you know what I mean? Like, they all low-key relate. So there's a sense of, like, as you move forward, you're, like, going to make action, but you're going to be forced to have some form of rest before it actually comes out. Reconciliation. Oh, but what? Playfulness in reverse. I'm going to look what the reconciliation is about in a little bit. I'm going to pull some tarot cards for that. You may be asked to have a period of rest to just get more in touch with your playful side. You have the spirit plane in reverse, which is the 7. Okay, let's see what else we got here. The Pathfinder, another card about paths. The Ace of Trees in reverse. Okay, so from this, what I think is like you start on a path, but those things don't really rush off right away. It's because, right, yeah, you're going to start something, but it's not going to happen. Nothing's going to like really come from it right away. You may be seeking external validation, but it won't come as quickly as you want it to in this situation. So especially if you are starting a new path, especially if you are, even that's the Chariot in reverse, right? If I know my tarot well enough, because yeah. within a reverse, there's always a sense of like delays and stagnancy. So you are going to reach a period of delay this week for yourself. Even though you are starting to start that work, things are just not going to pan out the way you really want them to, or even not they take as much root as you want them to. Especially if you're trying to seek external validation from something or somebody, you won't receive it as timely as you want it to, or even it won't especially it won't come right away. But keep creating from this pure place of heart, like, and light and love, and keep doing what you're doing, and be playful about it, but don't expect for you to just have external validation right away. You are going to have to make compromises in regards to this too, so don't really expect for it to just do what it gotta do, right? Yep, if you believe, keep doing it, especially if you believe in yourself, and keep creating from that place of contentment, that place of heart, and that place of love. Yeah, it's all gonna happen in the time it must, but it won't happen in the way you want it to, unfortunately. Okay, let's talk about this reconciliation first. I want to pull some tarot cards to get a little bit more clarity on the messages, and then we're going to talk about what the delay is about. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, please help me in this reading here. Please clarify what is happening with the reconciliation here. What is getting reconciliated? What is getting reconciliated? Okay, you have the Ace of Cups again. Oh, okay. So with the Ace of the Ace of Pentacles, since you have the Ace of Pentacles twice, the fact that one's in reverse and the one's in upright, the reconciliation may be this like. So this talks about a very solid offer, a very solid beginning. But with the Devil card here, the Devil always talks about addictions, especially in upright. You may be, because things aren't like getting into right away, you may be like wanting to get back into any old addictions that you may have had, whether that be like a shopping addiction, an actual addiction. Sorry, all addictions are real addictions, but you know what I mean, like a heavier addiction. Like that may be something you want to start to reconsider this week. Let's say you are like a person who like quit like smoking nicotine, like you were like a vapor, and then like you quit, but now like because of whatever's happening around you, you want to get back on it. And again, it's like one of those you are trying to reconsider starting a commitment back to like something that was bad for you, or like you use as a coping method in a way that was negative. But don't do that. You may be thinking it, just don't do it. You kick that for a reason. But let's talk about this delay here. What's this delay about, Spirit? Lots of cards. So because with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I like that this guy's like low-key sleeping. So this combines with that factor of like you are working hard in a way, but you are taking a rest because of the lessons you've learned. There's a sense of being blocked off right now too with the Eight of Wands in reverse, which is just a sense of being closed off. And you're being asked to just learn the karmic lessons from this and use as a way to keep charging forth and being more determined about what you want to do next. Especially if you like during this time, you may be not being able to see things clearly. You also may be feeling very trapped because you're not seeing things pan out, like rush away, like get up in the way you want it to. So just give it a little bit more time and just keep doing what you're doing. Any advice to your spirit for this week? Spirit, ancestors, angels, my guides, advice. The Four of Cups in reverse, which talks about distractions, really. Advice, distractions. Spirit wants you to take this like rest as a way to make bigger changes in your life, as well as to don't use it as the way to focus on the negative. Use it as a way to focus on your achievements and the things you want to achieve in your future. And as you do that, also figure out okay, if I want to do that, what do I need to do now, and what do I need to release to be able to get to that part? What do I need to do? How do I need to what offers do I need to do? What things are the steps I need to take? Like that's the type of feeling I get here for you. Okay, so we're gonna pull some more cards. Let's get some astrology influences. So let's see what astrological influences are coming into your life. Okay, strawberry shortcake. Some of you may be eating a strawberry shortcake. I don't know why that came in my head, but okay. Okay, let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. What are the influences for this week in terms of planetary nodes? Part of fortune. So, oh my. Check where your part of fortune is. On a side note, so the part of fortune in the chart, I forget how it's calculated, but it always has to do with just where you could find happiness, right? So what spirit wants you to do is like find that like what that is. So a side note, check it out. Definitely like look it up on your natal, like look it up online. I use like AstroSeek sometimes. I use other sites too. But like go on their site, totally check out your natal chart, check where your part of fortune is, and then check what house it's in, and then by that, the house is very important of like what's solid for it. Like I think my part of fortune, it's either in my 4th or my 10th house. It switches because I am born in a really like obscure village in South America. So it's not actually obscure. Obscure is the worst word to use for that. But you know what I mean? Like a very little one. You won't see it on the map. Like if I were to look it up on like any official site, it doesn't exist. Right? So very foreign. But with that in mind, if it's in my 4th house, I'm going to find success in my home life and how I build structures and how I build foundations. Mine's, I believe, in Taurus as well. So Taurus is also a very like nurturing sign. If on the other note, calculators, mine's in my 10th house, which is in Scorpio. In Scorpio placements in the 10th house, always like you're gonna find success from doing things like strongly, like and having it done and like very detail oriented and doing it and being committed towards it in the long run. One or the other, I don't know. I kind of just do whatever I feel like because of that. If you guys know, I'll talk about it more if you guys want to know, but I feel like that's more side notes. Any additional information here? Any other influences happening for pile number 3 spirit? Oh, not all of it, I guess. Let's see. You may have strong Leo placements. You may have your part of fortune in Leo, but Leo people are very charismatic and very fierce. And this is also about like knowing what you want at the end of the day, and you're getting very clear on that as well. Even though like you're going to have more compromises and start to really more believe in yourself more. Let's say like you do, with this, you maybe want to do something with like music or even like, not music. I feel like there's more than just music here. Like I feel like there's more. I don't know why, but I feel like there's more. I feel like this is more open for a possibility. Like you're very, very drawn to something that you want to take action towards. You did something in regards to it and it just didn't get you the result you needed. But keep going forward and what you need. Be very charismatic about what you're wanting to do next. Let's see, anything else here? You have Black Moon Lilith, which also talks about your sexual fantasies, also about sexiness. Wherever your Black Moon Lilith in that house, it always talks about like, so Lilith in astrology is interesting because I always think of Lilith from like a Christian standpoint, like okay, a religious standpoint. Sorry, I word things weird. And where like Lilith was originally Adam's first wife, but she was too passionate, she was too charismatic. She was also wanting to be very much a leader. So, and I feel like for you, like you really need to embrace that part of yourself, like what makes you very like a leadership role, what brings you this sense of creativity, what brings you this sense of this shifting and change in oneself, and really starting to like embracing that passion within and be very charismatic about what you want to do next, especially in regards to your future and what you want to do. So we have here Saturn influences. So it's just about learning from your previous mistakes and having that encourage you towards your future. So like I said, like use this like little bit of whatever's happening here and now, that even though it's going to feel discouraging at first because it's not going to give you the result you needed to, use that as a way to push yourself forward to make new changes. I'm thinking of like limitations inspire innovations type of thing, right? Like, so just do what you gotta do. Even though like, yeah, it might not pan out right away. Like I know, like side note, as a story, like when I started doing tarot on TikTok, like I literally barely anyone saw my views, and like that was fine. I was not the point to it. Like I really wanted just to get out messages. Oh, I see Leo again, so heavy Leo energy. And I kept doing it because it's something I enjoyed. So that's what Spirit really wants you probably to do. Like you may not receive what you thought was going to happen at first. Like you may have been like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to expect like all like this to happen right away. It doesn't. And just keep pushing, keep making the things you need to, and just to get to where you need to. Especially like if you're trying to seek external validation, like it's not going to come as quickly as you want it to, because it's just how life works. You just have to keep being persistent and keep pushing forward on this path and keep believing in yourself that you could get where you need to. So let's see, anything else here. Release negative patterns. So release any negative patterns. And I was talking about that with that reconciliation of like what you maybe wanting to do, bring back into your life, especially if it's like a negative pattern that you've been doing. Just keep releasing that and keep working on moving forward. And addiction's hard to kick. Something about June is very important here. You may be having the results you may want now may come in June instead. So let's see, anything else here, Spirit? So you have luck is on your side, upheaval and change is on your path, a decisive moment is here. So you are going to have success on your path. Luck is on your side. You just have to keep doing what you're doing and be very forward and direct about what you want to do next, and just keep doing that. You are going to receive communication in regards to like yourself and what you want to do next. So just keep being persistent in reality. So let's see, anything else here, Spirit? Codependency issues, you may, like, which I was talking about with those addictions. You are destined for success even though you feel uncertain about it. Just keep doing what you gotta do. Celebration, you are gonna get a reason to celebrate too in regards to this. A fall from grace, what's that about? Yeah, and like I said, things aren't going to grow exactly the way you want them to right away, and that may feel very discouraging at first, and it's going to really just make you feel kind of low for quite some time too. And you need to free yourself from that like codependency of probably wanting things to happen right away. You may have like really strong Virgo placements as well with that, just feeling this need to have everything be perfect. And you may be feeling left out in the cold for a little bit because, like I said, it doesn't happen right away, and it's just going to may really affect your self-esteem for a little bit. So don't feel discouraged, and I feel like that's something I really need to tell you, that don't feel discouraged. Even though what you might want just doesn't happen as quickly as you want it to. It's going to take its time, and you just have to allow for things to make their way into your life the way they are meant to. And you have to remember, like, we all are, as long as you radiate positive energy and you are doing the work to heal, you are going to get rewarded from spirit, and everything's going to happen the way it's meant to. Okay, but let's grab some charms. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Let's grab some charms for pile number 3. Oh, so this guy came out right away, which is like about unlocking the key to your heart. So let's see. So keep believing in yourself or something else here. Ancestors, angels, my guides. So we have the unicorn, which is about embracing your uniqueness and whatever makes you fly. So there's definitely a sense of you unlocking this thing within yourself that's about you, very unique towards you, and that's going to catalyst some form of change. And it may be a very creative thing that you are doing as well. It may be a change to some form of writing. Let's say, like, oh, you may like want to write a book. That would make sense. Let's say you wrote a little book or a poem of some sort, something you wrote, and you hoped it got well received, and it did get well as received as you wanted it to. But it's gonna come in the time it does. But at the end of the day, it could be something very creative. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here. This also indicates change. It also indicates just luck as well in general. So luck is on your way. Whenever I see the spatula, I think of you need to flip it over, right? And allow the other side to do its thing too, right? So there's a sense of you needed to see things from another direction, and just to get a little bit more of a clear perspective of what's going on in your life as well. You have this little funky star here. So this, which just brings back the star energy of having more hope in yourself and stuff. So you may be in heavy Aquarius energy. But let's see. Anything else here, Spirit? So we have fertility, which is also just about creation. So a lot about creation here. Gifted. You are gifted in this form of creativity, especially if it's something you've been doing for quite some time with the history card. So let's say like something you wanted since you were young, you've been trying to do now, and you are gifted in it. Something about a guy, you may be a guy at the end of the day, so I don't discriminate on gender. Anyone could watch my videos. Guidance. A guy might want to guide you as well, so someone you maybe know wants to provide guidance towards you. Let's see. Angel, this person may have been like sent from the angels as a way to help guide you in your life. Lots about guidance here. So let's see. Intuitive. You intuitively know what you are meant to do, even though you may feel a little bit like depressed because it's not happening the way you want it to. Like we see snippets, we don't see everything, right? Something about a father figure may be important here too. Determined, be very determined about what you want to do next. And apathic, magic. Yeah, just you are able to create this. Keep doing what you're doing, really. And things expired. One more time. Younger wish. So yeah, wish since you were younger, it's gonna manifest as long as you keep doing the work towards it. Magic also does indicate that if you've done like a low key spell on it, it's gonna pan out for you. You don't have to do that, just to let you know. With the expired apathetic, so apathetic that means just not feeling anything. So with the depression card there as well, and that card, there's, like I said, you're gonna feel discouraged because it doesn't happen the right way, the way you want it to. So, but don't let that fully truly affect you. Like that discouraged energy is coming up present because it's something that like you truly do feel very passionate about and really interconnected with. So just give it a bit to like really get to where you need to, and don't expect for it to obviously go the way it is, and just actually have fun. Like I love what like just take the moments as they come, right? And like allow for things to work the way they need to. Okay, but yes, I think that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this reading did help you out. And thank you for sitting through this reading with me. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment, subscribe. And at the end of like the week, totally come back and tell me what happened and like how your week went. And I would love to hear it. And especially like, what are you working on? What's this creative thing? I want to know. And if it is truly writing, send me some of your writing. I would love to read your stories, and I'll totally give you feedback. You can email me, or my email's in the description. And yeah, on a side note, with the stuff in the description, I do have other platforms, and totally check me out on all of them. I am going to do more, trust me. I'm just a busy person, but that's fine. Let's move into pile number 4. Okay, pile number 3, I hope you liked it, but let's move on. Hi, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. Here we are. We're going to see what's happening in your week. Somehow your pile also ended up with 2 cards. And let's see what's the energy for your next week. So you have the Queen of Autumn, which talks about your career. So there's a sense of you may be having, even with this, I was really drawn to promotion. So some of you may be having a promotion of some sort, or even leveling up in your job field in this week. Or at least like your career is going to have a really good news happen in regards to that. So you have the 5 of Winter here. So you may be walking away from a different, like one career to go to the next because you're going to get a new job that this is better, because there's a sense of like this, what you're walking away from is just like negative and toxic and it just wasn't good. They may have also been not fully honest with you in this career path that in this one you're going to do something else with. This could also just indicate, like, take that as it resonates, like, but yeah, there's definitely going to be some form of career change here, at least for this pile. You have a wedding here and religious factors. So some of you may also be married. With the wedding card, it also does talk about, when I think of wedding, it's a sense of like a very serious commitment. And with that in mind, you may, with this new career, you may be being asked to have a very serious commitment towards it, or you've been trying to make a very serious commitment with it. Your religious factors are very important here too, so you may have something about your religion may be very highlighted here as well. Let's see. Ace of Embers. So this is definitely something that's very sparked your innovation, sparked your dedication, and it's also something you're very passionate about. This may actually be like, let's say you want to do something in terms of your career for like that really backs up your intuition and your religion, and it really sparks innovation with yourself. Keep doing it and kind of walking away from things that no longer serve you. The 10 of Birds in reverse too is honestly the best way to get this card, because it's the 10 of Swords in traditional tarot, and in reverse it talks about breaking any of like your mental challenges or anything that's really holding you back. So that's always a good sign. You have the Weaver in reverse here. So there may have been like, the Weaver here just reminds me of creation though. So there's a sense of like you're in this place really took out a lot from you, and you're from moving on with the 6 of Embers here, you are going to build a lot more foundations. This also talks about like you are going to enter into a period of achievement here too. So this new and better offer that's coming your way is really just going to spark like this sense of innovation, change, and fun and difference in your life. You are magic. This is something you've definitely been creating and you've definitely been manifesting towards. And this changes too. So lots about changes here. You're definitely going to some form of change. And definitely if this has to do with your career as well. Don't stop what you're doing and just keep rushing towards what's going on. Your situation is literally about to improve this week, and because you're going to go through this transformation period. So honestly, good for you. Lots of a career today. I'm so glad that this is the reading I got for you guys. Like, oh my god. I was low-key kind of, while I was channeling the cards, I was just thinking about how what's happening in these readings, and I'm like, oh, we'll see. Hopefully it's not too much bad news or good, and I hope it's all good news. And yeah, so it's been a mixture of both so far. And I think that's a really good sign that, like, we are going to be facing challenges, but we're going to overcome them, or we're going to enter into some period of changes, and we're really going to get out and become better and do better things. And that's honestly wonderful for my collective. And I hope, like, for you guys, this transformation is obviously awesome. But let's see this new good news here. What's the good news, Spirit? Oh, that was quick. Let's see. Okay, let's see what way, because it came up weird. Okay, so the 5 of Swords in reverse. Oh, okay. What's changing? One more card. What's changing, Spirit, in regards here? What's changing? Another card of a conflict. Honestly, I feel like this is all these 5s here. I feel like because there's so much chaos in the situation you were in before, there could have been a lot of arguing. There could have been a lot of gossip here. But this workplace that you're trying to kick was super toxic, and you're going to change that. You're going to get out of that. You're definitely going to make some firm changes to do some other stuff, because, like, you're just going to enter into this transformation. You're going to get a new job offer that's going to pull you away from this, and you're just going to do your own thing. Yeah, because you're going to receive clarity with that 8 of Swords here. And, like, with that in mind, that King of Wands does show being very determined, also being very much in emotional alignment and passion about what you want to do next. You're going to find a lot of joy in this new job here too, and it's really going to bring in more abundance as well. So maybe pay more, or if you'll give you more opportunities to make more money, especially if you've been feeling lack. Lots of 5s here for you. May have been seeing lots of 555s recently. On a side note, with here too, I see mirroring numbers 0110, so that may be another number you may be seeing. With that in mind, also may be seeing 10 a lot. Anything else here about what's the success then? So you're going to successfully get rid of any of this stuff, really. Emotional. Yeah, so you are going to receive a new emotional offer, because you're going to kick this other stuff that wasn't suited for you, that just really held you back. Death card, lots about transformation, lots about release. You may have strong Scorpio placements. And this is going to bring in a new opportunity, bring in a lot more future success, a very stable success as well. So, but yeah, new opportunities heading your way in terms of your career. Let's see, more influences here. Let's see what signs and astrology placements are affecting you over this next week. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. For pile number 4, what are the placements in the astrology, in the stars? What is changing here? What's influence? What's the influence? What's the influence? Okay, so we have signs. Sagittarius. Ruled by Jupiter. You might have strong Jupiter placements. There's a sense of you're bringing things to full perspective here. You're very generous as well. There's a sense you may be overextending yourself with this card here. You may also just have strong Sagittarius placements. But you are going to land on your feet from this. Like, you may be taking a leap of faith in terms of this new career too, but you're going to land on your feet with it. Asteroid Lilith. I was talking about Lilith earlier, which Lilith talks about, like, sexual liberation. She was also Adam's first wife, which it literally says here. Oh my god, I want to read this. According to ancient Jewish mythology, Lilith was Adam's first wife before Eve. Lilith eventually chooses to exile because she is unwilling to be subservient to her husband. right? And that's because that's what you're doing in regards to this workplace. Like, you're like, I'm not for it anymore. I'm over this. I'm overextending myself for this person and putting, or like, whether this be a person or a job, like at the end of the day, it's like the sense of like you're over it, and you're gonna start to be more on your feet and what you want. And from doing that, you are gonna land on your feet. You're gonna receive really good news that's gonna lead to a good amount of change, especially if it has to do with your career. So let's see. Anything else here about the influences here? So we have the first quarter, which is about time to reassess your intentions and decide on what parts of your plans need to be revised. So this talks about revision, but it also talks about being very action oriented. So it's like this is gonna be really a pivotal period for you. There's also water signs here, so you may have water influences, which is like your Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, but also just talks about being very imaginative, very intuitive, and very connected to your emotions. That as well, there's a sense of discovery here. And just being a natural healer. So you may be like very, healers are tend to be put in situations where they are in periods of conflict and they want to fix it, but they realize that they have to put themselves first to just really fully transform into who they are meant to. And you are going to receive lots of abundance and prosperity from this shift with that part of fortune on the bottom. So honestly, good for you. Let's see. Any additional influences here for pile number 4, Spirit? Any additional influences for pile number 4? Any additional influences? Scorpio energy. I was telling you, Scorpio. Transformation through the cycles allow for things to flow. Love the card about transformation. So you're definitely going through some form of transformation this week where things are about to get better. March is literally going to be like your month of getting better. Like things are about to like escalate, do a whole 360 for, sorry, a whole 180 for you, and or 360, but depending on how you do it, what you're doing. But there's a sense of like, oh, from March to at least until the next year, you're going through this change. So let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Anything else here for this pile? Something about December may be important here. Your priorities are definitely shifting. Something about July will be important here as well. You may be traveling in July. You have travel towards expansion with the 9th house influence, which is also I believe the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius. I may be wrong on that, but be grateful and reflect on how far you come. That's another card about reflection and revision. So you're definitely like being asked to reflect on yourself during this time too through these changes, but you are definitely going through the most change in this pile, especially this week, like for you. So let's see, anything else? Collaboration is helpful. You may need to collaborate with some people. You're going to take a lot of joy in the stability, so take the stability. Inspiration from a new idea. There's that Ace of Embers there, so lots about like new ideas, sparking innovations, lots of new passions. And you know this past situation with this like workplace or a situation with whether this be a person or whatever. I'm pretty sure for most of you it's like work heavy. You know that it's lost its value. You know it's not worth what it is anymore, and it may be painful at the first to let go because you've probably been with these people for quite some time, focusing too much on career too. So it may have like really forced you to like do things you didn't really want to. You may have been like really forced to like always be work mode all the time, and you don't want to do that. You are gonna get, in this new job, you're gonna get more new responsibilities that are really gonna shift things around for you, and there is gonna be a challenge here in regards when you're leaving this workplace because there's all that stuff about conflict. So whether like not like you're, for some of you, you may enter into a conflict at work, which causes you to like quit abruptly, right? And that's your final challenge and that last straw. And from that, you're going to go through this big change, and you're going to have this new career that's just going to be better and bigger and bring in a lot more abundance and prosperity. So you have, as well as share with others. Yeah, you're going to be able to share your happiness with others and how things are going for you. Sorry, I had to check my camera. I was a little worried as it did a weird thing in my, but it's okay. Let's see. It dinged, but if you needed to know that, I don't think you did. Okay, but yeah, let's get back to what this is about, and I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit, and we're gonna grab the charms. So, so let's grab some charms. Okay, pile number 4. Let's do this. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, please draw all the right stuff here. What's happening in the energy of the next week? Belief, lots about belief. You also have religious factors here. You may all be very heavily influenced by religion. There's a sense that you are putting away things in your past. Like I said, I think you're going to kick this people here. You are going to start to embrace your confidence more and start to really get into yourself. There's a sense of weaving here, lots about weaving. So you may have like a specific destiny you are trying to weave into your present, and just keep doing what you're doing. There may be a delay that you're kicking now. With the stagnation here, it is in reverse, so there's a sense of stagnation being let up now in your life. Let's see, anything else here, Spirit, about what's going on for pile number 4 this week? You have dating. Some of you may be dating this week as well, or like thoughtless dating, at least. Diligent, thoughtless dating. You might be just scrolling on some dating apps this week too, but just in that energy. Like 14, something about the 14th may be important. There's a baby here. Some of you may have kids, or someone who's 14 may seem like a baby towards you, maybe coming up in your energy. Something with technology here too. You have impulsive, insincere, and attractive. So you are very attractive, but someone who may be insincere about their looks may be very impulsive around you too, or you may be very impulsive and because you're insecure about your looks. That's not going to resonate for all of you. There's a need for more self-care here too, so definitely love yourself more. Forgiveness, forgive anything that's no longer serving you. Something about 18 may be important here. You may be holding on to something that you happened when you were 18 or 14, and now you need to like release it because it kept you on your guard. And something about business here is important here too. So you may be leaving a business, starting a business. Aggressively starting a new business. Let's see, anything else here? One more card. You have baiting. Okay, someone may be baiting you into something as well. Don't take it. Delay. There was a delay though, like I said. Control, butterflies. Yeah, so you are going to start to gain more control and start to really assert yourself a lot more. So I'll take that as a good sign. But if you've been planning on trying to leave your job, I feel like you're going to finally have that straw this week too. I'll be like, I'm over this bull. I'm over it. And you kind of quit because of all the conflicts, or there may have been a lot of gossip around in the situation here too. So you're just going to do your thing and transform, and things are going to get better because of all this stuff here. But yeah. Okay, I think that's all I have for you, pile number 4. I hope this reading did help you out. If you did enjoy this reading, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what's up. And at the end of the week, totally come back and, like, let me know how your week went. And tell me what's going on here. Okay, in this workplace, tell me why you are trying to quit, too. Like, if this is, like, yeah, tell me why you're trying to quit. Because trust me, I get it. Working sucks. But yeah, totally check me out on any other form of social media. I'm gonna post it all in the comments. In the description. Yeah, and totally check me out. And thank you for sitting through this reading with me, pile number 4. But let's move on to pile number 5. Hello, pile number 5. Let's get into it and let's talk about what's going on. Let's see what's happening in your energy this week. So you also had 2 piles. So you seem to have immediate action, a passionate relationship, a challenge you can successfully manage. So, what else is this about? The 7 of Summer. No procrastinations. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from over-analyzing options. Okay, this is a little interesting. I'm going to look at another card. Give your relationship your chance in reverse. And then let go of control issues in reverse. Okay, so let's get into it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of like Doja Cat's Get Into It, yeah. I just want to pop the button and get into it, yeah. Okay. You may have been listening to that song too. I don't know. Okay, let's get into this though. Let's talk about this Princess Spring. So the Princess Spring can either indicate a person or this is you. So there's a sense of the action you are starting to take here now. Is going to bring in some form of success because But the thing is, this action is going to be caused from challenges you are facing. So you may be seeing like not like an obstacle come your way, and you're like, okay, I got this, I could do this type of thing, right? So it's like it's something that's predetermined already, and you're like, okay, I know, like in terms of like obstacles, let's say you are trying to do something, but you know you have like so many limitations around it, you're finding it a challenge, so you're going to overcome it, which is good. There's also a sense of a passionate relationship here with that passionate relationship card, which in with that give your relationship a chance in reverse. There may be someone who you have a very passionate connection with that you may see maybe wanting to take a chance with, or this person's wanting to take a chance with you, but there's a need to let go of any control issues surrounding the relationship and trying to have lots of need to know what's going on. So just to have fun in that regard. With no more procrastination, there's a sense of don't overanalyze things that are happening, and just kind of go with it from the flow. Like I said, there's going to be a little bit of a challenge here, but you already know kind of what this challenge has to face, and it's something you can and will overcome, because like you're going to just be very determined and very passionate about that movement forward. So you have the Pelican in reverse, which is the 4 of what comes after the High Priestess? I believe the High Priestess is. Sorry, I'm trying to think of like my major arcana in terms of the numbers. Like I know all the cards. Like I know 0, it's the Fool. First is the Magician. Second is the High Priestess. Then you go. The 4th card is the Emperor. There we go. No. The 3rd card's the Empress. The 4th card's the Emperor. So this is the Emperor in reverse, right? So the Emperor in reverse is a very aggressive card. However, the Emperor is also like is another fire sign, so you may have strong fire energy in their chart, like Libra. Sorry, yeah, you may be a Libra, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, but heavy Aries energy here. But that in mind, there may be like, because of this need to take action, you maybe try not to. The 2 of Emperors in reverse. Okay, but these are all reversal cards. Am I reading this right? Another fire energy. Okay, heavy fire energy in this chart. So you like, whether you have fire in your chart somewhere, heavy influence for here, but there is like a sense like of like not needing to take action this week, even though you kind of want to take be procrastinating a little bit, but don't do that. Don't hold yourself back. Spirit really wants you to be coming out there with the 2 of Embers here. I really like how this specific deck it shows the 2 of Embers, which is the 2 of Wands, which normally always when I see it just gives me the sense of like after you take action we're having some form of reflection. But in this card deck, it's more of an oracle deck, so there's a sense of just being, even though you want to procrastinate, you're going to be forced to really make changes, even though you may have been coming out of a period of delay. There's a lot about really embracing this passion within yourself and being very creative. You're going to be really forced into that predicament. And don't overthink. You may have struggle with overthinking, and that's what holds you back, but don't let that hold you back, and just keep creating from a very passionate side of yourself. You have reconsider here as well. So even with give your relationship a chance, someone from your past may be wanting to come back for you to reconsider with them, but there's a really big need to let go of control issues. This person may struggle with the control issues, but look for a sign in regards to that person, who they are. There's a sense that you may need to say no to this person too and release them with that fire, all that like electricity and stuff up in the air. But let's grab some tarot. So let's talk about this Page of Spring here. Let's talk about this Page of Spring. So we have that 7 of Pentacles. Anything else? The Lovers. So yeah, this may be a lover from coming in to really want to create with you and really create a long term with you. What about this lover? Balances. This person may juggle a lot of things right now. They may come in to ask you for help because they have ulterior motive to really try to like this person has ulterior motive to when it comes back to you, because they do see you as someone they want to make this stable of connection with, but they don't know a way to approach you. So they're going to like use some excuses and try to like maybe ask you for help, but in reality it's just them deceiving you. So do take that as it resonates, but they do want to come towards you, but they're going to do it sneakily. Okay, so expect them to be kind of like, so whether this actually be someone from your past or someone new who's been stalking you or someone you know in your past that you didn't actually date and now they're interested in you, there's a sense of like definitely they're going to do it they're going to come at you to ask for help. for something, not because like they're gonna ask you out. They're gonna ask you for help and use that as a way to get their foot in the door. Let's see. The King of Wands in reverse. This person does have a very controlling energy to them too. So let's see. What is this creator energy about then, Spirit? What's the creation energy here? Okay. Yeah, so you're okay, if this doesn't resonate for you, definitely choose another pile, because this is a lot about romance here. So someone this week, someone from your past definitely is going to come back. There may have been like this harmony in that connection, and the need to really release control. There is a sense that this person may be feeling very bored in their life though, and honestly I feel like they're just coming at you with with like ulterior motive in themselves, and from a very selfish place within them. And they may not be coming at you with a very like emotionally loving like energy here too. And honestly, like let them do their thing. There's definitely some like form of conflict here, mainly from different ideas. There may have been like a sense of putting one under to get on top. You know what I mean? Like when you, yeah, it's like a weird way to say it, but you know what I how else to explain it? It's like this person may have put their own needs above yours, which is not a bad thing, but in a way that it negatively affected you in a way that it shouldn't have, because that could have been avoided. Okay, but let's see what's going on with pile number 5. Okay, pile number 5, let's see your astrology influences. Okay, so we have new moon, and we also had Scorpio, which is interesting because it's also a Scorpio. For example, if the sun is in Scorpio, the new moon will also be in Scorpio. People born with these phases are typically adventurous and down to explore new experiences and opportunities. So you may have your Scorpio in your sun. Your sun sign might be a Scorpio, but there's also a sense of like the new moon, like new commitments, new encouragements. But the Scorpio card also indicates transformation. Stress-free relationships. You may really be craving a stress-free relationship, but this relationship doesn't feel stress-free, to be honest. Retrograde phases. Yeah, there's a sense of this person's from your past and they want to come back. You know, that retrograde energy? There may have been a lot of sexual passion here, lots of attraction between the two of you. It's why you also have this passionate card from the Prince of Spring. And honestly, like, yeah, the attraction is there, but there's other stuff that are going on, right? Whether you take this person back or not is really up to you. But like I said, they're going to come at you asking for help, but it's actually an ulterior motive. Let's see, anything else here about what's going on in this pile here for pile number 5? What is happening here for pile number 5? Okay. Scorpio energy again. Oh my god. Transformation through the cycle. So this definitely strong Scorpio energy in this reading here today. You definitely just need to keep working on your work ethic, what you value. We also have Pisces energy here. Romantic encounters. So this is a very romantic pile for you. And what's happening here? Feeling overextending. This person make you feel like you're overextending yourself. Very much your goose to always give to them. There's a sense of tranquility that is going to come to this relationship. There was definitely disharmony in your past. And if you do decide to go back with this person, you are going to have a little bit of peace when it comes to them. But you have to let the situation unfold naturally and don't have too much control over it, as well as don't like overthink in regards to the situation, and just to be more social and have more joy when it comes to hanging out with this person with that 11th house influence. Just recuperate your own energy as well and be very patient. Lots of patience here too. So let's say you do want to end up back with this person because you've been trying to have them back in your life. Just allow for things to pan out in the way they are and don't like rush into anything when it comes to this person. There's gonna be a breakthrough in regards to this connection, but you're gonna feel very uncertain about it first because of your past. But some of you may really embark on this new journey because you are hoping it'll be different. But then there may still be some misunderstandings here too. There may be needs to be clarity, but this person is good company. And they're going to be very persistent about what they want to do with you. But some of you may want to be very independent right now instead of pursue this. So be wary of making too many commitments at the same time. And especially if you're trying to manifest a new creative venture and start something new that you have a lot of high expectations towards. And this relationship may just not be in the right tune for you to do that too. Like I said, this person's going to come at you maybe like, let's say you are starting your own business. This person's going to like come at you and hope like they could do something in regards to your business and or even asking for product and trying to like slide in your DMs a little that way. And then like you're like, okay, I'll provide you my like services, but then they try to like bust a move, and you're like, I'm providing services, not services, you know. So like honestly, take it at a grain of salt. And if you don't want this person, tell them that, because you have other priorities right now. Especially if this was a determinist person in your past, you don't need past energy if you're already moving on to your next, right? Okay. Let's talk pile number 5. Let's get some charms. Next up is Angels and my guides. Please guide me in this reading today. Please get me some charms for what's going on in pile number 5 of the next week's energy. Virgo and Gemini in the board. Lots about music, so you may be like listening to a lot of music soon, or you may receive a lot of messages through music. You have Twitter. Whenever I see this guy, I just think of Twitter. I really wish I thought of something else, but I literally just think of Twitter. So something about Twitter may be important here. You have Sagittarius, Virgo, and Gemini in the board. Truths are going to be revealed. You are going to have some hopes, and so there's a sense of community here. Your angels are guiding you on the right path. You are destined for infinity, even though things may feel like they're going through a delay right now, because you're being asked to have a little bit of rest and just to recuperate, really. So take this moment of like stillness as a way to take conformity. Okay, let's grab some more mini messages. Okay, pile number 5. Let's get some mini messages. Dominating. Sports. So someone may play sports and they're very dominating role here. This could be the person that's coming back into your life, or you may be like into sports and that's like what you're, or even like you work out and stuff, or you're like a trainer. And this person may ask you for some training advice, and and they try to train you. Aggressive, so they may have been a very aggressive person. This person may also be very envious of you, so that could have been what happened in the past. There's a sense someone's short here, so whether that you're shorter than this person or this person is shorter than you, or has a short temper. I'm feeling voice here, something about their voice is very distant. They may be a journalist of some sort, or just talk a lot. 15 may be important here. This is a sense of being determined as well, so this is definitely like this person's going to be very determined when they come towards you. This person may be a doctor, or you may be a doctor. With doctor as well, there's a sense of healing. So this person may be coming towards you in attempts to heal the connection. We have romantic past life. So this person definitely had a past life towards you, is why you feel very connected to them, or they feel very connected towards you because of this past life. And you may have been in a romantic connection in your past life as well. Bossy. Someone's very bossy here too. You also have a G, so you may be original G, OG. Original gangster from the lip. Manifest. Lots about manifesting here today too. Let's see. Deceiving. Like I said, this person's gonna try to deceive you and like impulsively, because they want to give to you. Like they're literally gonna come up to you trying to like get your services, or like inquire about something, or ask for your help, and they have an ulterior motive, and they know it. They know they have an ulterior motive, and that's the worst part about it. And we have here education. This person may be very educated, or you may have met while you guys were studying in school. Stalking. So there's a sense of stalking. This person may have stalked you a little bit prior to actually doing stuff with you. You may have freed yourself from this person in the past too. Behind the scenes, you've definitely been doing work, or behind the scenes, this person's definitely been stalking you too. You have self-care, so you've been working on yourself behind the scenes too. And you may have been this person's rebound in the past, and they actually feel very regretful about doing that towards you, and that may have been caused lots of dissatisfaction in the relationship. And then now you're gonna, as you moved on and you're moved forward, you've been doing other stuff. You have so many people in your energy, right? And now you're like, I'm doing my own, but this person wants to come back because they're like, no, I'm envious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I treated you the way I did, but they don't know how to put their foot in the door, so they're going to low-key trick you. They're not going to low-key trick you. They're going to trick you. Okay, but yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 5. Tell me what goes on with this dang person. And yeah, let me know what's up. And I hope this reading did help you out. And yeah, thank you for sitting through this reading with me. And that's all I have for you, pile number 5. I hope this is helpful. And if you want, totally follow me on any of my other social media platforms. I am going to leave all the links in the description. And tell me what's up. Tell me what happens with this person and why are they like this? Like, why? You may need to say no to them for some of you too, but like, why? Okay. But yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 5. I hope that was helpful, but I am going to move on to pile number 6. Okay? Pile number 6. Let's get into it, yeah. Life change. Oh, you're going through some unexpected change this week. So something really unexpected is going to really shake up your foundation and have you really look at things from a different perspective. Attraction in reverse and codependency in upright. So you may be like changing something in regards to your codependency. 4 of Lotuses. Sacrifice in reverse. 5 of Trees in reverse. So yeah, you may be... Oh, some of you may have to sacrifice. Let's see. Karma. So right now you're going through this week you're going to go through a really big life change, and it's because of some karma that you have to go through. Remember, karma is not always a bad thing, it's always a good thing. Karma is all about realigning of the energy to make it equal. So right now you're going to be going through that because of some codependency you've been on. There's a sense of you may have been resisting asking for help from others, which caused you to have a lot of internal sacrifices here. Fill your cup up with sacred goggles and the distraction of shiny things. And the thing is, the 4 of Lotuses is the 4 of Cups, which also talks about distractions. So there's a sense right now, because of all this chaos, you're really going to be seeking distractions. And you may be like doing that in terms of like having fun and like giggling, having fun with people because of just all this conflict you're going through right now. And especially over the next few months, this is going to be a really big thing in your life that you're going to have to deal with. Yes, you have a big yes here. So if you were thinking of something yes to the words that you have the crumbling, what are you clinging on to? So honestly, this big change is you releasing your past anyway. So you're going to really be faced with a big decision that causes a big change and loss of sacrifice in your life. And you are going to probably want to rely on really like things to distract you from the actual stuff that's going on right now. So let's see a little bit more about what this life experience tower moment is. What's this tower moment about, Spirit? What's this tower moment about? What's this tower moment about? Clarity. So you're going to definitely receive some form of clarity. Soul searching. It's going to make you have lots of soul searching, and it's going to really put you into a communication standpoint. There's with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh yeah, this is the whole thing. This change is going to have you really release things that are in your past and go through a period of self-discovery that's going to end up incentivizing you to really move forward in this big changing moments. And it's going to like really put things in a different perspective towards you as well. So honestly, this is meant for you as a way to help you release any codependency in your past and to really move forward into what is next. Yeah, that Knight of Cups there. The High Priestess, as well as the 10 here. So yeah, this decision is really going to bring in a lot of stability, lots of emotional contentment. There's also a sense that this is what you're being spiritually guided to doing, and it's going to be all pan out in the end, especially over the next few months. It's going to be very different, and you're going to be very grateful for this big change in your life in the end. And it's really going to embark you on this new journey within yourself. Lots of air energy here too. So with that in mind, there's a sense of like receiving lots of knowledge and clarity and lots of just change in your life because of the things you're going to be going through. Oh, on the side note, here I see both the King and the Queen of Swords, which could be just a pair of like, this could be between you and someone else not being able to see eye to like either being too alike to the point you guys argue a lot, or even like just not being about just different things. It's out of all like the court cards, when I see those two together, I just think of two very strong personalities as well. So who are just very determined, both very knowledgeable, both very educated, both very strong characters. So sometimes with strong characters, yes, you guys are like harmonious with one another, but you guys also tend to butt heads because you're so independent with one another. Let's see anything else here, Spirit, about what's going on in this energy here. Oh, let's get the planetary influences first. Let's do that. And what's the planetary influences here, Spirit? What is the astrology influences? What's up in the stars for this person here? Solar eclipse energy, which is a good indicator, to be honest. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. During these events, the sun and the moon are the same, blah, blah, blah. I know that. This event is perfect for manifesting your dreams and embracing new opportunities. So this change is going to lead to new opportunities. Yeah, the last quarter here as well, which is the third quarter. The cycle can be quite empowering as the dreams that were planted at the beginning of the cycle have started to take root. So this change is going to really help you with your dreams and all that. Oh, we also have Jupiter on the bottom, which is a good sign, right? So this is definitely going to bring along, this talks about scholarly pursuits, long distance traveling, higher education. So lots about education, being very knowledgeable, as well as there's a sense with Jupiter. Jupiter is in Roman mythology known to be like the king of the gods. At the end of the day, very prosperous person, very lucky energy. So you are going to see some form of success when you see this. And there's going to be a big amount of change here. You may actually end up in something very lucky, which causes you to like move forward into something very different, and you're going to actually be very grateful for this big changes in the end. You have air energy. Like I said, lots of air energy. You may be a heavy air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But with that in mind, there's also a sense of communication here, and there's also the sense of writing and transit and brilliant ideas. So you are definitely like embracing these new thoughts. A lot about education though, so I feel like you're definitely like something about education is going to be very important in regards to you. So you may be very educated, like I was saying. Let's see, anything else here, Spirit? Anything else for this collective, for this pile? Okay, we also seem to have new moon influence, which is about exploring new opportunities, new ideas. You also have Neptune, which is about dreams and illusions too. So lots about your dreams and going after that. So this sacrifice and this change is really going to shake you to go after what you want. You may be actually wanting to be an entrepreneur. I feel very heavily with that pile here. And like really go for it. But like because of whatever has happened, this change now, it's really going to push you towards that front. Because like this is meant to, as a karma to push you forward. Let's see, anything else here, Spirit, for pile number 6? Rapid change. Anything else? Celebration. Collaboration will lead to something of great value. Don't be afraid to collaborate with people. In like this change, you may need to forgive whatever happens as a way to really move forward and let go. Forgiveness is a beautiful way to let go. So let's see. We have a no here. So no to within the next few days. But over the next few days, stubborn energy. So you may need to say to no to someone who's very stubborn around you right now, especially over the next few days because of this change here too. There's a sense of your long-term career goals are getting affected here too. So like I said, if you are deciding to go after being an entrepreneur or even like just really something very different in what you want to do, go for it. But it's going to, maybe not right now is the best time. Maybe in April you'll feel a lot more confident to be able to actually do that. But these big changes now are really going to put you on that path. So let's see, anything else here, Spirit, for pile number 6? So you are going to enter a new beginning because of your ending this cycle here. So this big change is going to end this cycle. So you can enter in this new journey that's awaiting you for what you're needing to do next. So let's see. So you may fear this path here too. So, and you're very uncertain about it. And you're worried that like if you go down it, you will end up not really ending up in the place you need to, and it'll be a double-edged sword. Sorry, my battery's running low. It just beat. Okay, anything else here, Spirit? Not over the past. An opportunity to celebrate. So you may not be fully over your past though, but you are going to have an opportunity to celebrate. Because even though things are not really going your way soon, just go out and have some fun. Like I said, there's a sense of distractions here. So like you may be seeking distractions in ways to cope with the chaos happening around you. But that's fine. Do that if you have to. They just obviously don't go too much down the deep end. But let's go. Let's get some charms. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, some charms for pile number 6 about what they're attracting in their energy over the next week. Anything else? Oh, I got 2. Okay. So we have Cancer energy and more Cancer energy. So heavy Cancer influence, I guess. So you maybe have strong Cancer energy. We have partying, having fun. So definitely you are going to have some fun this week to kind of distract you from the things that are feeling chaotic. Your own fun is how you feel it. This is actually a very big pivotal moment for you to have change. Your ancestors, like your angels, are here. They do love you, and they're doing this to help change within you, and that's really going to spark a form of creativity within you, and they are trying to communicate with you this too, and they do have a lot of love and care for you, and you are going to start to unlock your future. So let's see, anything else here, Spirit, for pile number 6. Feminine energy. So you are embracing the divine feminine energy within you, whether you're male or female. We all have that. Petite. So petite. Petite. Don't actually take that as way. Mentor. So someone who may be a mentor of you, that maybe you're actually be a very small person. They may have the B in their name, or could be like, your name be like Betty for some of you. For some reason that name coming to my mind. Doesn't have to resonate for all of you, but this person is definitely a mentor in your life that you're going to be meeting, who's going to really bring in some form of change. You may meet them while you're embarrassed too. Like, let's say you go out and you meet this person, and like you're kind of embarrassed when you meet them. You have divine feminine, like I was saying, divine feminine. You're very dependable. Anything else here? You're very easygoing. You have a D. Bid. There's a bid. For some of you, you may have bid on something as well, because that's a full word. It doesn't happen that way often for me. So clever. You may be very worried about some decision you make that you thought was very clever, especially if this has to pertain to a bid you've done. But what's happening here? You're very fearful. Like I said, worried, fear. But you're going to travel towards this opportunity, because behind the scenes, things are working out for you. Your guides are really just guiding you on the right path. There may have been some past abuse that you've dealt with as well. Public eye. You may be like lying to people, not like you, but like there's a sense of deception towards the public eye, especially if you dealt with past abuse and you chose to like not really be open about that and what went on there. For some of you, that may not resonate for all. You have lots of mixed feelings here. Let's see. Healers, you are a healer, and you are going to manifest this luxury lifestyle, and you're going to start to really embrace having more fun too. So keep doing what you're doing, have fun right now. I feel like a bid's going to come through, but you are going to have some more obstacles, so don't it's not going to just make it easier. Trust me, you're going to have success, but there are going to have obstacles that come with it. You have O, and I feel opportunity. Cheerful, be very cheerful about what you're going to do though, because keep giggling, keep having fun, and try to be more truthful about things too. Butterflies in conclusion. So yeah, you are going to reach a conclusion soon with what cards you have to do next. Okay, I think that's all I have for you, pile number 6. I hope this reading did help you out. And if you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. Totally tell me what goes on. Who do you end up meeting too? Like, tell me that too. At the end of the week, totally come back to this video if you want, and let me know how your week went. But that's all I have for you, pile number 6. I hope I was helpful. But that's all I have towards you in your day. Thank you for sitting through this reading with me.